I was lost, completely lost. I was very hopeless. I didn't have a lot of hope for anything, least of all myself. A lot of it is, I mean, we all go in there with, you know, all kinds of drug addiction or alcoholism, some people with eating disorders and whatnot, and really it's so apparent that that is just such a tiny part of what it is. It's all about really looking into the behaviors and the attitudes behind it. And once you sort of see your pattern and how obvious it is, and how to change that and recognizing them before they get out of whack, it's invaluable, it's priceless.
I was a couple of days away from going to prison. I'd had suicidal thoughts. There was a massive risk that I wouldn't be here today. It's taught me the importance of honesty. It's honesty. It's honesty with yourself. You've got to get rid of all those past fears, all the past experiences, and it's the only way you can move forward. Be honest with the people around you, and that as the honesty comes on, everything that you wanted in life seems to just fall in place as well.
We have the tools we use include everything from the houses, the accommodation. We have single-sex accommodation to help people address their individual issues, and their issues also in terms of relationships. We have a lot of boundaries and rules of treatment, which are all about setting a structure to take people from the chaos of their addiction into a calm and a nurturing environment which is sustained by the boundaries and the rules of the treatment programme. And we also have group therapies and the therapeutic content, which includes educational workshops. We do a lot of health and well-being interventions, and we look at everything that involves in a person's life, from their past history, their physical and mental health, their families, and their relationships in general in the community.
Group Therapy Preamble. The members of this group all share the same problems: alcoholism, chemical dependency, personality disorders, character defects, etc. By conveying to others our problems and feelings, we find they share these same problems and feelings. We find we are not alone. Through self-disclosure and open discussion, our various defence mechanisms are recognised and resolved, and we find a logical approach to our problems. As our old defences are found unnecessary, we become aware of our increased ability to change. We find we cannot avoid stress, instead we learn to cope with it. Through this process, we gain acceptance and love of others and are rewarded with the happiness and peace of mind we are all seeking. These are your group therapy sessions. Every person present should participate, as they are an important part of the treatment programme. The common concern of the group is that each of us help the other become a well person. My name's Lee, I'm an alcoholic and chemically dependent.
It's so varied. I think, like you say, there's a stigma with addicts and what an addict is and who an addict is, and it's really varied. You can have people who've spent most of their life lived on streets, they haven't had homes, they come from broken homes. You've got people who've got jobs, families, professionals. It's looking about you, your behaviours and why you do things and breaking that cycle and stop doing it. And because it's so diverse and it affects everybody no matter what background, it works. Just do what's suggested, do what they say when you come into the treatment centre, and you can get your life back. No matter what background you've had, no matter where you've come from, and no matter who you are.
To know the difference. Amen.
It's taking a risk, seeing there is a different way, there is another way, and believing in themselves that they have the capacity to do it, really, because you know, it doesn't have to be hopeless. There's I've seen lots and lots of people have really successful recovery after doing this programme, and I think it does take a lot of bravery to come in, to take the steps to get through the door, but once you get here, it's like it's another world, really, of learning and growing and happiness, really. That's what I see on a daily basis. It's hard work, but what you put in is what you get out, and it really is worthwhile, you know, to value yourselves, to care about yourselves that much, really.
Unfortunately, when you're in the rooms, you hear about people that have died on a daily basis through active addiction. And that's a scary thought, because that one more use, for me, that could be the end of my life. So you haven't got anything to lose and so much to gain. It really is life and death. So it is frightening, but once you get into treatment, you're surrounded by fantastic people. You do become like a family, and it's an experience that you won't get this sort of experience anywhere else. It will save your life. Without them, I'd be on the streets now, begging, stealing, and yeah, I'd end up in prison. And thanks to Western Counselling, I've got my life back.
I'm hopeful for the future because I'm different. I react to things differently. Whereas I always see in the glass as never mind half empty, just empty. It's pretty full, and not for like all those things. You hear it in the rooms and you hear it all the time as like life of your wildest dreams, and it's not. It is, but it's not about those material things and winning lotteries and cars and all that. It's just about a feeling, a real feeling. One of the counselors said to me is, you'll never be alone again. So I think I'll take that with me more than anything.